As I remember, last night our contestants had survived the outback and were very scared because a storm was coming. And that's where we left them. I don't know what's going to happen tonight, but we're going to find out right now.
Now that was a storm.
I thought it would never end. I think I have sand in my teeth. What are you making there, Alex?
After last night's storm, I wanted to be prepared in case we have to carry anyone out of here. Thank God everyone's okay. That was a long night for sure. Anybody seen Outback Jack?
Jack? Jack? Jack? Jack? Jack?
Jack? Dempsey, you were the last one to see him last night when you two went off to mark the pits. Did you guys come back in together? Well, the storm started getting bad, and Outback Jack told me to go head back to my tent, and that he'd be right behind me.
Oh no. What if something's happened to him? What if he's missing? What are we gonna do?
I knew I never should have given up my phone. If my 3 million followers knew we were in trouble, they would be on their way.
I'm afraid only God knows where we are now.
So, Luna, tell us, how has it been going one whole day without your phone? Are you maybe afraid that you'll lose some followers by being gone this long?
Well, Jan, I think my friends are more true than that. I'm only worried for them. What will they do if I'm not there to talk to them? I only care for how I might bring joy into their lives.
Well, that's a heart of gold right there. You're not at all afraid that you'll lose sponsors or maybe afraid about how you'll make a living? In case you all haven't noticed, we are a million miles away from civilization, surrounded by a desert wasteland and 112-degree heat, with a zillion little killing machines crawling all over the place, just waiting for us to take in the step in the wrong direction. We have no vehicle and very nearly no hope. Even the buzzards look happy at their prospects. Face it, we don't belong here. I mean, what skills do we have? We have a TV reporter with broken high heels, a movie star with her mirror, and then me, a scaredy cat with a book, and then we've got a zookeeper with a pair of socks. It'd be so completely hysterical, but we're absolutely horrifying.
Don't forget Alex has a book too.
Don't you understand, Dippy? This could be your very last day on Earth. What have any of us done to make a mark? Will anyone in the wide world miss us? Will their lives be different if we don't make it back? I was always so concerned about myself. I don't think I helped a living soul.
What you need to know, Sage, is that the God of the universe who made heaven and earth also made you. This situation doesn't surprise God. In fact, he designed the whole thing for your good. To his children, he has promised, I will never leave you, nor will I forsake you. You've got to humble yourselves before the mighty hand of God. Go to him and ask him to give us the strength to endure whatever trial he brings us. He tells us, above all else, we must have fervent love for each other. House divided against itself will never stand. We must work together. Do you know that the Bible says that two are better than one? Because they will have a good return for their labor? Now, it's time we care about Outback Jack more than we care about ourselves. Dempsey, you have a satellite phone somewhere. You were the last one to have it last night. You still have it.
I don't have it.
Oh, Dempsey, what do you mean you don't have it? Think, where were you when you last saw it?
Well, I had it when we went to go mark the pits with Outback Jack, but the phone was so big I took it off and set it down somewhere. I guess I forgot to pick it up.
So you think it might be by the pit?
It was getting so windy and the sand was getting my eyes. I know I set it down on a rock somewhere, but I don't remember where.
With all this sand, we could dig around for weeks and not find that phone.
Oh, we're doomed.
All right, guys, all right. First things first, we need to find Outback Jack. It's not like him to be gone when we get up. I think we need to split up. Dempsey, you and Luna head this way. Sage and I will go the other way. Jan, you stay here in case he shows up.
Wait, did you guys hear that? I think it's coming from the rocks over there.
Look, he's in the rocks. Hello in there. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm gonna need some help getting out of this crevasse. I fell in last night and I think I've hurt my leg. Can you and Alex go to my tent and get the rope I have inside and throw it down to me?
It's so dark in there.
I hope he's okay.
His tent's gone. He must have blown away in the storm.
Your tent's gone. There's no rope. Maybe I should climb down and try and pull you out.
No! Don't try to climb down. It's very steep, and I don't want you falling. Dempsey, you remember the pit we put the flags around last night?
Yeah, I remember it.
Just under that cover, there's a rope that I used to climb down into the pit. Go and get that one. Be careful that you don't fall in.
All right, guys. When he gets back with the rope, we're gonna have to work together to pull him out.
Oh, I just knew something like this was going to happen.
It'll be okay. All right, take the rope. You're gonna be at the end of the line here, and you're gonna be the anchor.
All right, guys, we can do this.
All right. I'm gonna tie a knot, and then you pass the rope down to me, and I'll throw it to Outback Jack.
Okay, we're gonna have
Right.
to pull really hard, guys.
It's really deep.
Got enough?
I'm gonna need a lot more.
How far down is he?
He's pretty far.
Oh,
All right. You're gonna need a lot.
A lot more?
Pretty far down
How
there.
far down is that?
All right, that's probably good. All right, Jack. Here it comes.
Okay.
You ready?
Tie that around your waist, and we'll pull you up. You got it?
Okay, guys, you can pull me up now.
All right.
All right.
Start pulling.
Okay, here we go. Pull hard, Luna.
But what about my nails?
Your nails.
My cuticles.
come on, guys, pull. We can do this.
Do you see
I can
it
see
here?
him. I can see him.
I can see him, guys.
Underneath, careful.
Pull, pull.
Okay,
I got you.
right there.
Come on.
My leg.
Come on.
Let me stand up. Let me stand up. My leg.
All right.
Okay, it's my right leg.
You can loosen the rope.
Okay. It's this now. Watch out. Okay.
Set you down on the floor.
That's a good idea.
Let's take a look at that leg you got.
So cold in that rock. I couldn't stop shaking.
I knew these socks would come in handy.
Good work. The leg doesn't look good. I think it might just be broken.
Broken? Are you sure?
Well, can't be 100% sure until it gets x-rayed, but it's definitely in rough shape.
Jane Jansen here with our fearless leader, Outback Jack, who it seems may have broken his leg. Tell us, Outback, how are you feeling? How did you find yourself deep in that crevasse? Yes, how did it happen?
I had just sent Dempsey back into camp. I was on my way back myself. I saw the sat phone sitting by the rock. It's next to the pit. By the time I got to it, the storm was so bad that I had to take shelter behind that rock. I had to climb that rock, and that's when I saw the crevasse. I thought maybe I could climb down and get out of the wind. I stepped down into it. What I thought was the floor turned out to be a flake that gave way when I put all my weight on it. I guess the fall knocked me out, so I woke in the middle of the night with the winds howling above me.
Well, at least you have the phone. We thought it was buried under all the dirt and sand.
Yeah, about that. Guys, when I fell, the phone fell with me and was crushed.
No.
I hate to say it, but it looks like we have no way of contacting the flying surface. We're gonna have to wait until the show's chopper comes to get us in 6 days.
Wait, 6 days? Don't you mean 3? The show was only 5 days long.
Well, that's partly true, Sage. While the viewers only see 5 days, we film for 8 days. We film for 8 days, so they have enough content to make a 5-day show. We're gonna have to wait until the show's chopper comes to get us in 6 days.
But you can't stay here for 6 more days with a broken leg. That's got to be dangerous, right?
That's it. I am hiking out.
You can't just hike out, Luna. It's hundreds of miles to civilization.
He's right, Luna. If you were to go out there on foot, you wouldn't last for more than a day. Possibly a day and a half. If the dingoes don't get you, the heat will. It's too dangerous. We're gonna have to wait until the show's chopper comes to get us in 6 days. We've got enough food and water to last until then. We do have our food tent and water barrels, right?
Well, we have a food tent. Left of it at least, but I never checked the water. Sage, can you check the water?
How are you all doing? Any of you hurt? Dempsey, I'm so glad to see you made it. I was afraid.
Guys, the storm must have walked all the water barrels over. The water spilled out all over the ground. We're out of water.
No.
Well, now, that does present a bit of a problem. I would much rather it had been our food. Water, that's a different story. We can't go 6 days without water.
Oh, what are we gonna do?
I don't know.
I just wanted to see
I
if
don't know. We're gonna die.
Get a hold of yourselves, mates! Let's everyone just calm down and think of what's important and what the blessing is in all of this.
The blessing? What do you mean? You're hurt, we're out of water, no one's coming to get us for 6 more days? How can any of this be good?
Sage, all of you are okay. Last night's sandstorm was one of the worst sandstorms that I have ever seen in the outback. All I could think about as I was laying there in that rock was you guys praying that God would protect you and keep you safe. It's a horrible feeling knowing that you're supposed to protect someone and can't. All of your lives are important and valuable. The blessing, Sage, is that you're all here today and that no one else was hurt. Gonna figure this out and possibly find some water.
Well, in the meantime, let's get you somewhere comfortable and out of the sun. Luna, can you and Sage do something about finding some food? Dempsey, go clear space in my tent where we can lay the outback jacket down.
All right.
Jan, could you find a sturdy stick or something we can transfer into a crutch so you can get around? Thank you, guys.
All right, let's go. Hey, Alex, wait, I just say. I don't know what to say. But I think we're in some serious trouble. When you guys pulled me out of the rock, I smelled smoke. I don't know how far away it is. I think there might be a fire spreading across the bush.
I could go up to the top of the hill behind camp, get a better vantage point, maybe from there.
That's a good idea. We may all have to pack up and head for the caves. If that's the case, we'll have to move quickly.
It might be better to do that anyway with the camp being destroyed.
I would just hate it if there was a small plane that flew over while we were hidden in those caves. That may be our only option. There are tales of streams trickling in those caves.
We may find water as well as shelter if there is in fact a fire.
Let's not tell the others just yet. I want you to get me settled. And I want you to go and look and tell me what you see, okay? Ah!